You ever wake up, look out your window, and see your brand new Grill Your Pride and Joy being wheeled away by two grown men in matching Crocs and World's Best Son t-shirts? No. Well, buckle up, because that's how my Saturday started. And trust me, it only gets weirder from here. Smash that like button before the Karens come back for my spatula, and hit subscribe, or you might just end up with neighbors like mine. Asterisk, let me set the scene. It's the first real weekend of summer, the kind where the air smells like cut grass, sunscreen, and the faint hope that maybe, just maybe, this year will be different. I'd just bought myself a top-of-the-line, stainless steel, 4-burner grill. The kind of grill that makes you want to wear an apron that says kiss the cook and actually mean it. I'd been planning my inaugural BBQ for weeks. I had the playlist ready: classic rock, a little Motown, and just enough guilty pleasure pop to keep things interesting. I'd marinated ribs, prepped burgers, and even made my famous secret recipe potato salad. Spoiler, it's just extra mustard. But don't tell my friends. But as I'm sipping my morning coffee, basking in the glory of my own domestic bliss, I hear a suspicious clatter from the backyard. I peer through the blinds, and there they are, the infamous Karen brothers. Now, let me clarify. These aren't just any neighbors. These are the kind of neighbors who call the HOA if your grass is 0.2 inches too long. The kind who once left a note on my car because my bumper was too shiny and distracting. The kind who, I kid you not, once tried to organize a petition to ban wind chimes because they disturbed the natural harmony of the neighborhood. And here they are, in broad daylight, rolling my grill across the lawn like it's a prize. On The Price is Right, I storm outside, heart pounding, coffee sloshing dangerously close to my pajama pants. Hey, what do you think you're doing? The older brother, Chad S., his real name doesn't even flinch. He just flashes me a smile, that's all, teeth and no soul. Oh hey, we figured you wouldn't mind if we borrowed your grill. For our family reunion, ours is out of commission. His younger brother Brad, because of course it's Brad, nods, solemnly, as if this is the most reasonable request in the world. Yeah, it's a community, right? Sharing is caring. I'm speechless. I mean, what do you even say to that? That's my grill. I manage, my voice somewhere between a squeak and a growl. Chad shrugs. We'll bring it back. Promise. Besides, Mom already started the potato salad. And with that, they wheel my grill away, leaving me standing in my slippers, clutching my coffee like it's the last lifeboat on the Titanic. I wish I could say that was the end of it, that I marched over, demanded my grill back, and they sheepishly returned it. Lesson learned. But this is the Karen brothers we're talking about. If there's one thing they love more than passive-aggressive notes, it's doubling down on bad decisions. By noon, the entire Karen clan has descended on their backyard. There's Chad, Brad, their mom, who I only know as Mrs. Karen because she once introduced herself as the real authority around here, and a rotating cast of aunts, uncles, and cousins who all seem to have the same haircut and the same uncanny ability to ignore personal boundaries. I watch from my kitchen window as they set up a full-blown party. Balloons, banners, a bouncy castle that's definitely not up to code, and front and center my grill, now adorned with a Karen family reunion sign. I try to play it cool. I really do. I tell myself it's just a grill. I can ask for it back later. Maybe they'll even invite me over, and we can all laugh about it. But then I see Chad, spatula in hand, flipping burgers with the kind of reckless abandon that would make Gordon Ramsay weep. And then the audacity, Brad starts handing out my ribs. My perfectly marinated, slow-cooked full ribs, the ones I'd been dreaming about all week. I can feel my blood pressure rising. I text my group chat, the Karens stole my grill. Send help, or me. My phone explodes with laughing emojis, but no one's brave enough to face the Karen brothers in person. As the afternoon drags on, the party gets louder. The music shifts from classic rock to what can only be described as aggressive polka. Kids are running wild, trampling my flower beds, and someone, probably Aunt Karen, lets her dog do its business on my lawn and just walks away. I try to confront them, but every time I get close, Mrs. Karen intercepts me with a tray of eggs and a smile that could curdle milk. Oh, you simply must try these family recipes, she chirps, blocking my path like a linebacker in pearls. By sunset, I'm seething. My grill is still in their yard, now covered in ketchup stains and what looks suspiciously like glitter. My RIBs are gone. My potato salad is gone. My faith in humanity is hanging by a thread. But as I watch the Karen brothers high-five over a plate of my stolen burgers, something inside me snaps. I realize I have two choices. I can be the victim, or I can be the hero of my own BBQ saga. And let me tell you, I didn't buy that grill to be a victim. Asterisk, I spend the night plotting. If the Karen brothers want to play dirty, I'll show them what real neighborhood drama looks like. First, I do my research. Turns out, their house has a flat roof perfect for sunbathing, stargazing, or, as I soon realize, hosting a barbecue. Even better, their roof is directly above their backyard, which means any delicious smells will waft right down to their next family gathering. I wait a few days. I bide my time. I let them think they've won. Every time I see Chad or Brad, I give them a tight-lipped smile and a wave. No hard feelings, I say, channeling my inner Oscar-winning actor. but inside, I'm a cauldron of righteous fury, and BBQ sauce. The next Saturday, I make my move. I invite my friends, over real friends, the kind who bring their own drinks and don't steal your grill. We gather supplies, portable speakers, fairy lights, a cooler full of drinks, and, most importantly, a brand new even bigger grill. Thank you, credit card points. We wait until the Karen brothers leave for their weekly family brunch, which, according to neighborhood legend, is just them complaining about everyone else's recycling habits. Then, with the stealth of a ninja and the determination of a man who's had his ribs stolen, we haul everything up to their roof. It's perfect. The view is incredible, the sun is shining, and best of all, we're directly above the Karen brothers' backyard. We fire up the grill. The smell of sizzling steaks and burgers drifts down like a delicious cloud of revenge. We blast my BBQ playlist loud. We laugh, we toast to petty victories, and then, as if on cue, the Karen brothers return. They step into their backyard, sunglasses on, ready to bask in the glory of their stolen grill. But instead, they're greeted by the sight of me and my friends, living our best lives on their roof. Chad's jaw drops. Brad sputters. Mrs. Karen clutches her pearls so hard, I'm pretty sure she leaves a dent. I lean over the edge, spatula in hand, and call down, "Hey neighbors, hope you don't mind if we borrow your roof for our BBQ. Sharing is caring, right?" The look on their faces is pure, unfiltered shock. For once, the Karen brothers are speechless. The next hour is a blur of chaos, laughter, and the sweet, sweet taste of poetic justice. The Karen brothers try to play it cool at first. Chad yells up, "You can't just have a party on our roof," but I just smile and wave. "Oh, don't worry, we'll bring it back, promise." Brad threatens to call the HOA, but I remind him that there's nothing in the bylaws about rooftop BBQs. I checked twice. Closing parenthesis. Mrs. Karen tries to guilt trip us with a tray of deviled eggs, but my friends just thank her and add them to our spread. Delicious family recipe, right? As the sun sets, more neighbors start to gather, drawn by the music, the laughter, and the irresistible smell of grilled meat. Soon, it's the biggest party the neighborhood's ever seen. People are dancing, kids are playing, and for once, everyone's having a good time, except the Karen brothers. They sulk in their backyard, watching as their roof becomes the hottest spot in town. Every time they try to join in, someone hands them a plate of their own deviled eggs and tells them to enjoy the view. But here's the twist. Halfway through the night, the local news van pulls up. Apparently, someone not naming names, but it rhymes with me, tipped him off about the rooftop BBQ, bringing the community together. Suddenly, the Karen brothers' house is on TV. Their roof party, the talk of the town. The reporter asks me what inspired the event. I look straight into the camera and say, "Well, sometimes you have to take the high ground literally when your neighbors don't respect your boundaries." The next day, the Karen brothers return my original grill, freshly scrubbed and looking sheepish. Chad mumbles an apology. Brad offers me a plate of ribs, store-bought, but it's the thought that counts. Mrs. Karen even invites me to her next family reunion. I decline, but I do accept the deviled eggs, and from that day on, the Karen brothers never borrowed anything without asking again. The neighborhood was a little friendlier, a little more respectful, and a lot more fun. So, if you ever find yourself the victim of a Karen invasion, remember, sometimes the best revenge is served hot, with a side of potato salad and a rooftop view. If you enjoyed this wild ride, smash that like button. Subscribe for more neighborhood drama, and remember, let a Karen steal your grill or your joy. Catch you at the next BBQ Legends.